Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about if you should continue summoning on the Mast banner. Now, obviously, this one is more of a difficult one for a lot of players, because a lot of people do think Mast has a lot of value. I, for one, do think she has quite some value in this game, especially since she is a Elysion character, and Elysion doesn't really have that much great characters when it comes to the tower. Their best DPS is probably Mast's best partner, which is Guillotine. So there's a lot of reasons why people are summoning. Looks wise, character itself, pretty good all around. With Scarlet, Modernia, Guillotine, right? Like your favorite characters and stuff like that. Obviously, we do know the next banners are going to be Anise and then Helm as well. Well, they haven't said Helm yet, but based on their, let's just say their S and S, we know it's a Helm coming out, right? So there are obviously limiteds happening, so it's not really the best time to go for characters like Mast, or a character like Mast where you can get her off of the wish list, right? This is a character, this is on my free-to-play and pay-to-win account you guys are seeing here, so I'm going to talk about it on my free-to-play and my pay-to-play. But yeah, this is a character that you can get here on wish list later down the line. So definitely do not forget that, right? Limited characters, right? Like Anise here. You won't be able to get her later on down the line. You won't. After her banner goes, you won't be able to get her until she quote-unquote reruns. I say quote-unquote because that's what Nikke is telling us, that they're going to have reruns, but doesn't really seem like it, right? As of right now. But yeah, this is the next character. And yeah, so as a free-to-play, if you guys do not know, I did start my free-to-play account up on Monday. And your boy has been grinding a free-to-play account here, right? It's gonna be quite useful now, right? Because now you can get a perspective from a free-to-play and a pay-to-play, which is the same thing, me. But I don't really think Mast as a free-to-play is going to, not that she's not beneficial, I just don't think she's a character you need. She's definitely not a must-have character by any means. And she's not really a character that needs dupes, right? You just need the one copy. So in terms of the video, if you should continue summoning, no, the answer is no. The only reason why you would continue summoning is if you want the LB3 for the wallpaper, right? But in terms of the character itself, she's a character that you just need one copy of because obviously her skills, right? I mean, what are you gonna need dupes for, right? I mean, extra stats of course are pretty good, but she doesn't really do anything that needs her HP, right? Of course, I mean, I guess the deals a certain percentage of final attack, but it's not big. It's not big whatsoever, and it's definitely not something that you should chase dupes for. So Mast for the free-to-play players, it's on the left side here. This is a character that just don't even need copies of. You just need, I mean, don't need dupes of. You just need the one copy if you want the one copy. Like I said, Mast is definitely not a must skip, but she's not a must summon either, right? But a lot of people will skip her because Anise is dropping, right? And Helm, two limited characters. Not to mention one of them, heck, both of them are fan favorites, right? Helm was the first character in the game that got a summonable banner, and Helm is still a very fan favorite character. And then Anise is like one of the most popular SRs, just popular Nikkes in the entire game, right? Because she's the main character. So there's that as well. But I really don't think as a free-to-play you need dupes whatsoever. And honestly, it goes the same for a free, you know, pay-to-play. I think this is a character you just need the one copy for. Like I said, if you're a whale, then that's really up to you. I'm not gonna tell you how to use your money. But it's just a character you need the one copy, right? She's not a character that benefits from dupes much, really. So for pay-to-plays and free-to-plays, there's just no, you should not continue summoning. Now, if you haven't summoned, should you summon now after all the testing? Well, again, that's up to you. I do think she's a character that most people will benefit from having, because again, she is an Elysion character, who is a damage supporter basically, and obviously her best partner is another Elysion, which is Guillotine. And when it comes to the Elysion tower, it's probably the weakest tower in terms of characters. I mean, if we actually take a look at the Nikkes in the game, let me go to Nikkepedia, filter, missile list, right? Like, who here is a good DPS, really? So Lean is pretty good, right? But you have to have her at full HP, right? Guillotine is pretty good. and then that's really like nobody else here is like an insane DPS, right? I mean, D against bosses, sure, but besides, literally Soline, if at full HP, and Guillotine, literally just really Guillotine. Besides her, there's not many help here. So with Mast being her best partner, it's very, very good for you to have both of them. I feel like if you want to, you know, progress in the tower, right? So in terms of should you summon, I already made a video on that and stuff, but the answer is it's really up to you. It depends on like your situation. Do you need this type of character? If you don't, then you don't. She is a character who does benefit everybody else, or benefit more than just the tower. Like I said earlier, Modernia and Scarlet, your main DPSs, you can actually use her if you just want a critical damage supporter. That's what I'm looking for. Critical damage supporter. By all means, keep going. But free to plays, no, you don't need more copies. You should not keep summoning. You should only have the one copy, or even just skip this. Maybe she wasn't a character for you in the beginning, right? So for free to plays here on the left, no, you should not. For pay to plays, again, also no, because yes, you do have more of the currency. The pay to plays you guys can't afford it and stuff like that. But this is not a character who benefits from dupes. Not really. I mean, not at all, really. Like, you just know. What do you need dupes for? Right? This is a character, she's just like Litter, where you just need to have the character for the skills. So, yeah. Now, obviously, you don't need to summon on the limiteds as well. That's not by force. We'll wait for, obviously, Mast, not Mast, Anise and Helm. We'll wait for their skills. But even though, because these characters are limited, don't feel like, if you haven't summoned yet, just because they're limited, don't feel like you shouldn't summon on Mast, or you're not like allowed to because they're limited. Doesn't really make sense. If they're trash like Neon, right? I would say Mast is a better character than Neon, but Neon's limited, right? If Neon was the next banner and we knew Neon was bad and stuff like that, would you skip Mast for Neon? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, don't feel like you have to skip or not summon on this banner because the next banner is unlimited. Of course, it's a niche, so it's going to be hard for a lot of players. But that's really completely up to you guys, right? But yeah, maybe a niece might need dupes, right? She might be the DPS that needs dupes. So maybe you want to get the one copy of your Mast and then save the gems for the dupes of Anise if she does need dupes. We don't know, but maybe she might. And then also she's an LB3. I mean, she's a limited character who comes with a wallpaper too. If you get her LB3, hey, who knows, right? But yeah, that's really it. Same for free to play and pay to win. You guys let me know what you think, of course. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and follow my Twitch. Links in the description. Follow my Twitch. But yeah, that's it for now. Your boy Zxous. I'll see you guys next time.